Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
Newark, New Jersey became a city of race riots, violence, looting, and hate. For 5 days, it was a battleground and a looter's paradise. Colored citizens clashed with police, National Guardsmen, and state troopers. 24 people were killed and 1,200 injured. Nearly half the city was in the grip of terror. The Newark flare-ups sparked similar riots in other American centers, with hatred near danger point between white and black extremist groups. In Newark, there was an uneasy tension, punctuated by minor outbreaks of violence after 5 days of bloody fighting. From rooftops and windows, snipers picked their targets. The toll of dead and injured tells its own tragic story. Damage runs into millions of dollars. With the coming of the long, hot summers, for 3 years, America has had to face the tragic consequences of riots stemming from the slums of cities stretching right across the nation. Negroes claim they have waited long enough for equal rights. Militant leaders of some urge violence as the answer. This was one example.
Even while President Johnson talked to Chancellor Klaus about America's responsibility in a time of crisis and challenge, word came from Capitol Hill that Congress had passed and sent to the White House the Civil Rights Act of 1968. Included in the measure was a landmark open housing bill, which, when fully effective, would forbid discrimination in approximately 80% of all housing offered for rent or for sale in the United States.
I do not exaggerate when I say that the proudest moments of my presidency have been times such as this, when I have signed into law the promises of a century. It proclaims that fair housing for all human beings who live in this country is now a part of the American way of life. We all know that the roots of injustice run deep, but violence cannot redress a solitary wrong or remedy a single unfairness. And we just must put our shoulders together and put a stop to both. The time is here. Action must be now.
Civil Rights Act of 1968, enacted April 11, 1968, is a landmark law in the United States, signed into law by the United States President Lyndon B. Johnson during King assassination riots. Who the fuck did they say this act was for? The Indian Civil Rights Act applies to the Aboriginal Americans of the United States who suffered discrimination during the turbulent 1960s. Do y'all fucking see this shit? So now who was rioting in 1968? Who was King fighting for rights for? So all of you out of African people, this clearly says the Indian civil rights to the Aboriginal Americans of the United States who suffered discrimination during the turbulent 1960s.
The burning house, he felt as though he was integrating his people into was that whole African American bullshit.
Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely.
When he woke up to that fact, they killed his ass. He had been a good boy all up until then.
Right. I dare you, nigga, mention about this motherfucking land belonging to you Aboriginal. So all of you African motherfuckers, when we told you we are the Aboriginal Americans, goddammit, we mean it. They put the shit in writing. We ain't making this shit up. And so just over here, if you look over here with the motherfucking nicknames, Indian Civil Rights, Indian Bill of Rights, they go into all of the housing, Rap Brown Act, Rap Brown Law, Stokely Carmichael Act. Wait a minute, I thought they was African American.
I mean, after Jesse got on the scene, after Martin was gone, after Jesse and And Al got on the scene. All the narrative was changed.
It was changed. It was changed. So how the fuck Stokely and Rap Brown part of the Indian Civil Rights Act if they weren't fucking Indians?